Shall we do some missions instead? Or do you guys want to continue doing like TFOs and stuff? Hive is up again. Interesting, my parser crashed. Like crashed and deleted itself. And it won't reinstall. Now it's reinstalling. Cannot start the application. Why not? Well, in that case, we're not going to be doing that. Let's do a mission. Episodes. Where were we last time? We were doing the Gamma Quadrant. And we did the search, I think was the last one we did. Yeah, so we're going to do Doomed to Retreat or Doomed to Repeat.
Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Gem Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved.
Accept. And let's transwarp to the Gamma Quadrant. Doomed to Repeat. Been a while since someone's done this mission.
I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
Were you expecting these or those Dominion ships out there?
No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get difficult.
Agreed. Helm, take us
So
in.
far so good. They're not targeting us.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get ready just in case they do.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that. before my patience with your insolence expires.
Noted. The ambassador has something to add.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
We're not going anywhere, Founder.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder! All ships, disengage!
Well, that was easy. I bet the Founder wasn't happy with that.
To make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders. A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix.
Glad you could make it, Garrett.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
Continue.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
Dragoneer? Is that how you pronounce it, Dragoneer? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Or is it Dragon 54R? Or Dragonsar? How do you pronounce that?
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Dragon 54R, okay. But you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
Any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
That's diplomatic of you, Garrick.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Sure, let's beam down.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Looks like a Ketracel White facility. And there's a glowy thing up here we can press. Button press.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
It does. Let's go exploring. Hopefully we don't find any weird floating rocks. Although we're technically on an asteroid base. Lots of buttons to press here. Activate data servers.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Yeah, let's check it out. Couple of them here.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict the species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
Those would be the Vorta, I believe.
About the Vorta.
Yep.
The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Yeah, I remember this mission now. It gives us a lot of back information on the Dominion itself.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Fascinating.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Let's see if we can find more data. There's a doorway across from here. Yeah.
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Intelligent, friendly.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Let's keep searching.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
She sounds so proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Let's find out. A few more things to dig up here.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake.
Continue.
Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
Yeah, we've seen that tactic before. Odo.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Indeed. There's gotta be more info.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
Huh.
Research report supplemental entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Vakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kronos. One can only hope.
So a little bit of Klingon history there. The Founders made the Valkyrie.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Unfortunately for all concerned. One more clicky here.
Research report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal: galactic devastation.
Oh, they steered the Herc into other quadrants. Calcron, that is kind of amusing, actually.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Agreed. Let's go.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
We should investigate this.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
We won't be gone for long. Yeah, my cat's the same thing. She wants to always go outside to do her stuff, but well, in winter, it's not a choice you can make, because there's like meters of snow and everything's frozen. Plus, my cat absolutely hates cold weather. She hates warm weather also.
Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Is there something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
What are your concerns, Captain?
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
We'll keep an eye on him after we regroup. Bakiri.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri.
Hey, bad news.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us.
Have the Fakiri ever been happy at anything? Ready weapons, stay alert.
Orph and Martok need to see this.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to fight our way out of this eventually. And it's gonna be a heck of a fight. Hello.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
We should keep moving.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Wait, there's something lit up here.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
Very well. Doesn't sound like a good idea, though. Oh, I disintegrated him with a punch. Nice. When you hit someone so hard that they vaporize. It's like that old meme that came out like about a year or two ago about if can you slap a chicken hard enough to cook it?
By the prophets.
And the answer is no. If you can slap it hard enough to cook it, then it'll explode.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Flanking damage detected.
Oi. Alright, we can deal with it. Nice, I like that.
Odo Takira, we're on our way to assist you.
Where is he? Here he is. Oh
Reese,
boy.
are you...
Some
I'll
big
manage.
boy.
Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Raptogino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
So is Rakthagino. Hey, Bryce. Speak with Otto.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Yeah, let's head back up then. You don't have to tell me twice. Technically have to fight our way up.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
I wonder what they want in here.
I gotta spend some time looking through my ground setup and see if I can improve it a bit. Without having to pay too much for stuff, because I can't afford stuff. Overseer. Get vaporized.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen. Are you insane?
No, just evil. Which technically is the same thing, I guess.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Now, the situation was under control.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Agreed, let's get out of here. We're fighting to do here. Oh, yeah. Actually, we could run through this, can't we? Yep, we can.
Once we
Okay,
return to the upper level,
let's go back to the ship. Skip that fight. Or we could have continued fighting, but there was no point. Back to space. As you can tell, the Founders, the Dominion, was actually the instigator of a whole lot of shittery going on in the galaxy. As bad as that Zenkethi was,
Glad you
oh
could join
boy,
us. As
holy.
you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
Not new. Oh, they're Fakiri.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish intact.
Right.
I remember Mr. Ward mentioning the Fakiri. Beginning to see why.
Let's put some distance. Oh boy. They chewed through my armor like you wouldn't believe. My damage? No damage. Okay. Let's wait for the respawn and actually come out. Should have stayed in my science ship. Phew, okay.
A massive Herc fleet dropping out of warp.
Oh boy.
Just as the Fakiri are warping out.
What a mess.
The Fakiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out here.
Agreed.
Hercs seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage, for now, I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
I agree with Garrick this time.
Very well, we'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's depart the system. Herc invasion and oh, that's the battle zone doohickey.
The
Grab the
founders
rewards.
never disappoint, do they? Learning their role in the creation of Klingon mythology was alarming, to say the least. I can't help but wonder what other secrets we'll learn once those ancient data files are restored. I'm afraid I have bad news to share. I reviewed your encounter with that peaceful Herc, and my universal translator analysis is clear. It was trying to communicate. It was asking for help. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget our act of defiance. We should all be on guard from now on. Our uneasy peace with the Dominion could unravel all too soon.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go do the next mission, which is Works Lucky 7. That's actually a really good mission. That's actually really a lot of fun to play. So before we do that, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. I want to take a quick break to use the bathroom. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'm gonna play a 1-minute commercial in the meantime as well. But I'll be back in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I want to stretch my legs as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll be continuing very, very soon. And I'm back. So glad you guys stuck around. That was done. Let us jump into Quark's Lucky 7. I love this one.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Herc conflict in our favor. Meet with me on Deep Space Nine to go over the details. Come along. I've been asked to keep the details of the mission on a need-to-know basis, and right now, only you and I need to know.
Alright, let's accept it. And are we close to the doohickey? We kinda are not. That's fine. Let's just auto navigate. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. That is bright. Transwarp 32. Of course, technically we could go faster if we put in some better engines and stuff. Maybe a miracle worker ship with the gamma engines. Hey Suki, glad you're enjoying yourself. At some point I'm gonna have to sit back and work with some of this stuff. Like the channel points and things. Don't bump into stars. That's not a good thing. So unhealthy. Terribly, terribly okay, begin.
No, absolutely not. This is your worst idea yet.
Do I need to remind you of the unwritten rule of acquisition, brother?
Rule 0. What the Nagus wants, we acquire. Why me? Get an eliminator to do it. Get 50. You can afford it.
You have connections with the Klingons. That and you're Rom's second most trusted Ferengi.
What? Who's first? Nog? Pell?
No. Moogie.
Fine. Send her then.
But brother, you did such a great job of rescuing her before.
I also told your son to shoot me if I ever thought of doing something like that again.
That's right, you did. Well, don't worry, he won't.
That's not what I'm worried about.
We need this, brother. We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother, otherwise we're doomed.
Insanity! You don't even know where the Iconian fleet is, Rom.
I don't, but Starfleet intelligence monitors all major threats, including the Iconians.
Starfleet isn't in the habit of sharing classified data.
If we can get access to a security console, we can extract the data. We'll need to keep the security officer on duty occupied.
Leave that to me, husband.
Wow.
All right, Lita. The security officer on duty is a creature of habit. Comes in on her break every day without fail. Your job is to keep her occupied so Rom can get what we need from the security console. Do what you need to do. Smile, laugh at her jokes, whatever it takes. Put those feminine wiles of yours to good use.
Feminine wild.
Really, Quark? I'm not here to seduce your customers. You and I both know there's more than one way to work a mark.
Continue.
Whatever you say. Just don't mess it up. She'll be here any minute now.
You worry too much, Quark. I got this.
Lol.
Woo! It's your lucky day, officer. You're the 10 millionth customer here at Quark's. Congratulations! You've just won a free drink and a free spin at the Davo table. Quark, why don't you pour the lucky winner a drink? What'll it be, Constable?
And nice dragon. Oh man, Calcron, man, you're playing on a official server, aren't you? It's gonna happen. Yeah, I recommend like finding a nice unofficial server with a decent population on it. Or like get your own server and invite your friends to play on that. And then you can put the settings to anything you want. You can even install mods and stuff to make it more interesting. like I say, these official servers, whether it be Conan or Ark or Rust or whatnot, are pretty brutal. You have to go in expecting to lose everything. You can't get attached to anything. Let's continue.
Oh, thanks. I'll take a nice track to Gino. I'm on duty. I can't stay too long, but I suppose I have enough time for a spin at the table. Lead the way.
Continue. Well, depending on the company that you rent the server from, say G-Portal, for example. G-Portal is actually a really good company for that. They will give you a link where you can have your friends also pay or donate to the server fund. So it makes it kind of easier that way. It was G-Portal. Yeah, so G-Portal, there's something in the settings, I don't remember where it is exactly, I'd have to look it up. But there's a way that you can pull out a link and you can help him pay for the server. You'd be paying G-Portal directly, not him, so...
Quark, will you turn that hollow me off, please? It's creeping me out.
This is why I like the Hollow Leader. She doesn't complain as much as the original. There. Happy?
Yeah, thank you, Quark.
The free drink will get her to relax. And
Run a
then
Diablo
some
game.
Bobo to keep her busy. One loss to remove suspicion.
Oh, looks like my luck's run out. Oh well. Thanks for the drink and the spin. Better get back to my station.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa, don't be so hasty, friend. The law of averages is on your side here. Trust me. Have another spin on the house. What have you got to lose?
The law of averages, or otherwise known as the gambler's fallacy, because it doesn't exist.
Okay, you've convinced me. One more spin. Why not?
Continue.
And then a victory to reel her in.
What's... Oh, here we go.
Dabo!
Nicely done. Those winnings are coming out of your cut, though.
Good. The guard's distracted. Time to go to work. Overriding this door panel should be child's play.
Indeed, since you used to do maintenance on DS9.
Chief O'Brien needed me to fix it once.
Oh boy. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Actually do this in my... There we go. Override. Okay, so it was...
I can install a back door.
That's pretty easy.
We can access the system from the console at Quark's.
Current test key. Matching... Match digits long. Okay. No. This is annoying. This is going to take a while. Match digit and location 1. So 2 is the first one. Alright. Nope. Ah, 2-3. Where's the code? Let's run that. 2353. Okay, done.
She's heading back, Rom. Get out of there.
That saves us a lot of time.
Relax, everyone. It's done. I'm on my way back.
Try not to look conspicuous or guilty.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. I love Rom. He's one of my favorite characters.
Can't believe you pulled that off. Being the Nagus hasn't made you go soft between the lobes. Let's figure this out before security gets wise. Use the console behind the bar and find out what you can about the Iconians. Oh, and while you're at it, look for any other useful information in there, too. Some of it could be valuable, you know.
Sure.
Relax, brother. I'll have these files cracked in no time. Starfleet encryption is good, but it's nothing compared to what we use in the Commerce Authority. That's actually difficult.
Continue. It's a little walking over to this. We want Iconian.
Intelligence officer's log starting 88039.8. Taket's fleet is currently in the Phoeben sector, moving through deep space. She's keeping a low profile for the most part, avoiding conflict with both the Dominion and the Herc. Anything foolish enough to get in her sights doesn't live long enough to regret it, however. The wreckage of a Gamma pirate flotilla will testify to that. Intelligence officer's log, stardate 89001.7. Major Herc activity throughout the 4 quadrants. As expected, Alliance forces are spread thin in attempts to protect critical sites in their own territory, as well as within the Dominion. The Klingons continue to stay out of it, with the exception of a token force of volunteers. Efforts to enlist the full aid of the Empire to date have faltered. Intelligence officer's log, stardate 88139.9. A large Vakiri fleet has been spotted in transit to the Gamma Quadrant. Analysis of their course suggests they're heading toward the renegade Iconian fleet. Interesting. If the two of them manage to eliminate each other, well, that'll be 2 less headaches to keep me up at night.
Wait, why are the Valkyrie heading towards the Iconian? Those two things are not related at all. That's all the information I needed. Let's talk to Quark.
All right, Rom, a deal is a deal. You found the Iconian, so I guess it's my turn now. Time to put the team together?
Oh yeah, this is the fun part.
And that's the job. Confront.
Where's Galen?
Really? He shot the hostage last time. He's not invited.
Brunt, your database skills should help us locate the package.
Always happy to help, Grand Nagus. Retreat.
Still a master of Rule 33, aren't you?
It never hurts to suck up to the boss.
Of course. I presume you'll need my ship again, yes?
Not this time. We'll need a ship that can fight, just in case.
And we'll have it, thanks to our friend here.
Good. Everyone's here. Also, full consortium.
Unbelievable.
The table's rigged. I'm sure of it.
Well, this is Quark you're talking about. Of course the table is rigged.
Here we go. The cloaking device I acquired from my cousin Gala is working like a charm. Keep an eye on it, though. I'd rather not attract the attention of the Iconian, or the Vakiri, for that matter.
Sure.
Looks like they're busy trying to blow each other to bits out there. Let's use that to our advantage. You see those Iconian sentry probes? They use those to detect cloaked ships, so you'll want to disable them before we move much closer. This cloak is good, but it's not that good.
Understood.
Getting in's the easy part. We're cloaked and unexpected.
A big battle going on over there. This orb is supposed to detect us. We can get close enough to it to actually disable it. Which I find kind of odd, but alright. Still don't get why the Fakiri are after the Iconians. There must be something involved there.
That should be enough to get to the flagship undetected.
Well, we can all stop holding our breath now. It worked. If you'll be so kind as to fly us behind that massive Iconian ship, we'll be on our way.
That should be easy. Famous last words, of course. That should be easy.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
Almost there. Just take it nice and easy. We made it. I can't believe I'm actually going to sneak onto an Iconian flagship and... Oof. Keep the engine running, okay? I have a feeling we're going to need to get out of here in a hurry.
Yep. Alright, your shuttle is prepped. Good luck.
I've never been this close before. Impressive.
Terrifying is more like it. This is insane.
Yeah, it's a ship the size of a mountain, I bet.
Nog, you're our engineer. Buy it 400 and sell it 5.
It'll be up to you to disable the security systems, son.
Right. I'm familiar with their tech from the war. I won't let you down, Father. Evade.
We're up first, Nog. We need to lower the local security so Brunt and Lek can do their jobs.
No
right.
problem. I memorized the schematics for this vessel on the way here. There are engineering consoles we can use for that nearby. Follow me.
Okay.
Head left here, Nog.
Okay.
I've studied Iconian systems. I can unlock these doors. If I send in the appropriate signals to the
We'll have to
door,
disable
I should be
security
able
and
to toggle the
engineering.
door locks. The good news is that my tricorder can get me the signal I need to send. The bad news is the Iconian systems only take trinary input. I think I see how the inputs work, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Oh god, this thing again. Signal needed 58. You know what? Let me pull this up.
Got it. And we're done here.
Wait, I cheated. I looked it up. Hey, hey, hey. Don't look at me like that. Don't do it. You did the same thing. You did the same thing. Dragon54 Heart, thank you very much for the subscription, man. It is appreciated. since you're one of the first subscribers, you also get the first icon as well. Defeat the constructs, defeat Thrall. We actually have to fight.
Heralds! Don't worry, I can handle them.
Your subs actually will help me out. And there is another construct. Guys are annoying because they will teleport. Wait, are these guys the ones that teleport? Yeah. Yeah, there he goes.
Hold on, Uncle. Something's coming.
Harbinger.
That looks like more than you can handle.
Yeah.
Let Lek take care of it. He'll probably enjoy it.
I think I can lock the door behind once it's gone.
Great idea. Do that. Quickly.
Head right here.
$61. Wait, wasn't the last one 2011?
Got it. And
Freaking trinary stuff. I said head right, so this way. Still got another fight. He let me walk right behind him and shoot him. Engineering.
we've made it. This is main engineering.
Nothing quite like a Ferengi screaming. Override consoles.
Security's offline. We're good to go.
Next console.
Can we drop their rear shield for a moment?
From the other console? Why?
You'll see.
What's that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy.
Okay.
How do you feel about Iconian heralds?
Very dangerous. I look forward to shooting some. Sell at 250, buy at 100.
You'll get your chance, clearing the path for Quark and Nog.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. I'm in.
This guy's awesome, by the way.
Lek, Brunt, you're on.
Yeah, we need to...
Brunt,
We need more of these.
I'm on my way.
The hunt is on.
Definitely need more missions like this. It's a shame that there aren't a lot of them, where you get to play something other than...
Magnificent. Truly magnificent.
That's on fire, so we can't go that way.
It's looking this way between patrol points. I should be able to sneak up on it if I duck behind the walls.
Assassinate, okay. Well, that was too late.
Ooh, they fight back. Good, good. Eliminated.
Almost took me out, though. They have nice staffs. What's this?
I bet I could make that console explode remotely.
Nice, alright.
Not the explosion I was looking for, but it'll do.
Sure.
I found the package. The Iconian keeps it on display in what looks like a trophy room. And here I thought they were above such basic behavior. I've analyzed their patrol patterns, Lek. You'll need a clear path for Quark and Nog. I trust you'll keep the guards in that area occupied for a suitable period of time.
Of course.
Testing my skills against Iconians? This is worth more than latinum to me. Don't get your lobes bunched, Brunt. I'll clear the path for the others by any means necessary.
His face is very smug, by the way. I don't know if it's the cheekbones or something, but he's got a very, very smug face. Which way are we headed? We're just gonna keep going this way and just keep killing stuff.
More enemies to the left, and another console. What? Still no explosion? Ugh, ridiculous.
Yeah, it's disappointing, isn't it? I wouldn't mind some explosions. That's a defiler.
Noise, the big one will come to investigate.
Do we have to kill that guy?
This isn't work. This is fun.
This isn't work. This is fun. Yeah, I guess it would be if you're a homicidal maniac. Oh, another console. Can we get a big kaboom out of this one too?
If I overload those conduits, rockets. I'm sure it'll make a big explosion. Doesn't anything blow up around here?
Aw, come on, man.
Lick the Quark. The path is clear.
I'm detecting some nearby patrols.
I'll see if I can cause a distraction. Hold on.
Is there any other glowy thing I can press to blow stuff up? No. Another defiler. Man, I want his weapons. Holy shit, does he do a lot of damage. Oh, I can't see it from here. Destroy the console. Alright, maybe that'll be the boom that he wants.
How do I overload these ridiculous Iconian consoles?
Easy. First you need to... Wait. How are you at trinary conversions?
Terrible.
Never mind. I have a work.
Yeah. Fucking badass.
Brother, you'll crack the safe. Once Brunt finds it, that is.
Nice of you to give me the easy job, Rom.
By that point, Lect will have eliminated their guards.
We're talking about Iconians here, Rom.
I'll be with you, Uncle. You'll be fine.
Oh, I feel so much better now. Time for me to earn my share. Watch and learn.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've got your back.
Got a very simple phaser. Should let Nog get the aggro actually, since he probably has plot armor. Although technically it looks like I have plot armor as well. Can I not get into A mode? Interesting, I can't crouch and I can't go into A mode. Can I go into shooter mode? I can. Very odd.
You know, you were supposed to shoot me if I got pulled into another one of these.
I thought you meant rescue operations. I can shoot you later if you like.
No, it just wouldn't be the same.
That's actually kind of funny. Dude, can you sit still for like 5 seconds? Which way do we go? We have to go... Can we go this way? We can. There's another way to go there, but... Alright, no, we'll just go this way. If I press X, nothing happens. If I press C, nothing happens. What if that's a glitch or intentional? Come on, Nog, hurry up. Oh yes, okay, it's the stuff that the other guy killed.
Ha! I'm impressed.
That's one word for it.
Purple fire. Oh, well, let's deal with these guys. Go ahead, Nog.
We left some guard in the trophy room.
It's okay, Uncle. We can handle them.
Let's get behind him and do a flank like that. Oh, I'm not even getting a flank bonus. Okay. There we go. So weird.
All right, now let's find the package. It has to be in one of the display cases around the room.
Interesting. I read about these at the Academy. Something called NASA sent them out on crewed space probes centuries ago to initiate first contact with alien life. I believe this contains audio files, animal sounds, music, language samples. My Earth history instructor would love to get her hands on this. We should, acquire it if we have the time.
Heh. Mind the mission, Nog. Mind on the mission. That's from one of the Voyager plaques.
Uncle, that looks like Captain Sisko's baseball. You don't think it's his, do you? I thought Jake took it with him.
Could be.
Do you remember when Cisco made us play baseball against the Vulcans? Mom wouldn't stop talking about it for weeks. Put a bunch of money into that new Interstellar League, too. Still can't believe we bought a professional team. The Ferenginar Liquidators. They're terrible. Got beat by the Cation Cross by a score of 18-4, and they were cheating!
How do you cheat in baseball?
You know, I always told the top brass at the Corps of Engineers that making the party poppers look like weapons was a bad idea. Any officer who uses one of those instead of a real weapon is in for a bad day. I suspect that's how Taket got her hand on one of these balloons. Shame.
What is this?
That's a bottle of prune juice. I'd recognize that color anywhere. Worf constantly demanded I have a bottle on hand at the bar. A warrior's drink, he called it. More like a torture drink. I tried some once. Let's just say that it was not a pleasant digestive experience.
This is just a whole bunch of Easter egg. Com badges.
Seeing these reminds me of the Dominion War. A lot of those were sent back home to loved ones. Starfleet, the Klingons, the Romulans. They all have their different rituals. Even the end.
And they say you don't have a heart, Uncle.
They're right.
It's too bad we don't have enough time to steal these and sell them back to the people who want them. 34th rule of acquisition, Nog. War is good for business.
You know, now that I think about it, I guess it's no longer possible to do some of these missions. That's a sword, but let's take a look at the other stuff around here.
Amazing! That's a singularity. Taket must have taken it from a Romulan warbird. You could say it was the heart of that ship. Must have been a memorable opponent for her to keep that on display like this.
She keeps a black hole.
Is that part of an Iconian? Why would Ticket keep a severed body part? That's insane.
Ticket lost her arm when she fought Kalis during the war. She's keeping it as a trophy or maybe a reminder of one of her few failures. I knew she was intense, but this is pretty ridiculous.
No comment. Next. What is that, Latinum?
That's a lot of Latinum. Impressive. I could buy a Starliner with that and have enough left to buy a condo on Ryza. Probably not beachfront, but it'd be nice. It's FCA graded, too. She must have gotten it from a Ferengi. Oh, tough break. Seems only fitting that we acquire it. Fine. Mind on the mission. Stop looking at me like that.
And that looks like a lockbox.
Looks like a secure treasure box. I wonder what's inside. It could be practically anything. Leave it to an Iconian to lock up a box of valuables and hoard it away.
Well, not everyone is as good at opening locks as you, Uncle. Most people would need the appropriate key.
I'm not most people. Okay. What's this? Interesting.
I've seen these statues on New Romulus. They were made by the Day Ones, a servitor race of the Iconians. Not sure why Ticket would keep one of these on display. Maybe it's of a sentimental value to her, even if that's possible.
She's not the sentimental type. So now to get the sword. Or, yeah, that's a sword.
Package located. The Sword of Kalis. Now, we need to retrieve it.
I guess, yeah, a glowy thing right here. Give me something to click on. There we go.
I can use this to bring the package from its display globe. I need to use the right frequencies, though. Enter the wrong one, and every alarm around will go off. The frequencies change.
Interesting.
I can just scan the machine for you. Should be easy enough to get the frequencies.
And leave a report.
You, of all people, should know that Federation tricorders record whatever they scan. Never leave a data trail. We'll do this the Ferengi way.
That's me, okay.
It'll take...
Need a frequency between 65 and 85. $15 and $35. $40 and $60. Let's grab the sword.
Nicely done, Uncle. We did
Yeah,
it. We actually did it.
It wasn't that difficult.
Shouldn't stick around though. Let's head back to the shuttle before the Iconians figure out what we're up to.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Be nice if we can grab some of this other stuff. Also be nice to have Quark's ability to just open up lock boxes.
That's far enough. Well done, Quark. You actually managed to pull it off. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. You've a talent for larceny, after all. Time, however, is a factor. Hand it over now, or I'll shoot you both and take it from your cold, dead fingers.
Wouldn't dare.
Are you out of your mind? Have you forgotten who Nog and I are related to? No payout is worth what will happen to you if you do this. Wrong. We'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for you.
How did Lek put it? Oh, yes. The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Wise words indeed. The payout from this job will provide me with more than enough latinum to remove your idiot brother and take my rightful place as the Grand Nagus. I'm willing to give you a sporting chance, however. Hand over the package. You might be able to flee before that very angry Iconian arrives.
This is insane.
Have it your way, Brunt. You're dumber than you look. If you think the crew of our ride won't be suspicious when you come back without us. They'll probably throw you in the brig on general principle. I know I would.
Ah, but I won't be traveling with them, Quark. I've made other travel arrangements. Time's up. Hand it over, or prepare to meet the blessed exchequer. Ha! I'd pay a lot to witness that audit. Might even be worth dying for, just to hear you scream on your way to the vault of eternal destitution. Goodbye, Quark. At last, goodbye!
Oh no.
Nog! Now! Look a little closer. That's a chronoton field. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Very well. Speak. Your crimes are numerous. You breached my security, damaged my vessel, killed members of my crew, violated my sanctum, and stolen something very precious to me. Each is punishable by death. Tell me, why should I purge you of the odious vermin you are?
Steal? Me?
That's where you're wrong. I don't have anything of yours on me. Run a scan if you don't believe me. If anything, I was trying to stop the lunatic that did steal from you. I may be odious vermin, but I'm not stupid. Look, we should be working together to stop our mutual enemy instead of wasting time with this argument.
There will be plenty of time to eliminate each and every one of you filthy creatures. That field of yours will drop eventually, and then you will die. Your cohort will be tracked and ultimately killed. I will have my vengeance on you all soon enough.
Good point.
You're not entirely wrong, but I think you're going to have a much bigger problem to deal with in the very near future. In a moment now. Remember this? A little something we picked up on Karemba. Keep it on your ship and beam it to our location when we give you the signal. What's that, Uncle? Call it an insurance policy. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call. They're called Herc. Maybe you've heard of them. Real nasty dispositions. Eat everything they come across, and now they've come across your fleet. You Iconians are tough, but you're not invincible. Against the Fakiri and the Herc, those are some pretty long odds, Ticket. Here's how this is going to work. You're going to let us go, and in return, I'll disable the device that's bringing every Herc in the Quadrant here to chew on your ship. We'll go our way, you'll go yours. Otherwise, we'll wait and see what happens first. My field drops, or you and your ship become the main course at the Herc buffet.
I agree to your terms. Go, get out, leave my ship, and disable your wretched device. Know this, you've made an enemy today for me. I am patient. I will avenge myself. You will pay for your crimes.
She sounds a lot like Odo, doesn't she?
Right. And we have a deal. We'll be on our way then. I'll take care of your Herc problem once I've made it to a safe distance. I'd say it's a pleasure. We both know that deal, right?
What are we waiting for? Run! Run!
That deals with that
Almost
problem.
there, but we lost the sword. We went through all of this, and for what?
It's not over yet.
Quark to Modron. Is the package secured?
Margarine here. You'll be happy to know the package is safe and sound. I beamed it to your ship a few minutes ago. I'm afraid Brunt is a little bruised, but these things happen. I'll keep him nice and sedated until we get back to the Alpha Quadrant. And Quark, be sure to let the Nagus know I held up my end of the bargain, won't you?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be sure to let him know, Modron. Quark out. Always have a backup plan, Nog. Especially when dealing with snakes like Brunt. Let's go. And look! The shuttle's right where we left it! Things are looking up for a change! Let's get out of here before Tket changes her mind.
Let's go. Of course, Madron is gonna backstab us because he's Madron. Modron, whatever. I love this mission, by the way. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we won't be getting anything like that.
Now, if you don't mind, let's get back to DS9. This very cranky Iconian is looking for an excuse to kill us all. I'd rather not give her one more. Thankfully, she'll be busy dealing with the Herc. Garrick's little toy works like a charm.
We've got a
Agreed.
problem. The cloaking device is acting up. If it goes down, every ship in the system will know we're here. I'll do what I can to keep it running, but we might need to fight our way out of here.
Understood, Captain.
The cloak's offline!
Well,
Terrific.
that didn't last long.
Buying it from Galen.
Don't worry, I'll be running it again. I just need a couple minutes.
Survive until the cloak is fixed. Oh boy.
Where's Brad?
Found another way back.
Target shield has failed. Core shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Left shields failing.
Those ships are attacking each other as much as they're attacking us.
A bit too much damage here. Try Cobalt device. Oh,
Keep us safe.
Target shields have failed.
Please state the nature of the emergency.
should have brought a far boat. This is what they call, what, a four-way battle?
I got the cloak back up.
Oof, alright. Let's get out of here. Let's just get out of here. What a mess.
Clark and Nog told me you did a great job keeping them all safe. Thank you for bringing them back in one piece. The 6th rule of acquisition says, never allow family to stand in the way of opportunity. But what can I say? Family means a lot to me.
What happened to Brun?
Brunt is ambitious, but predictable. We expected him to betray us, and we capitalized on it. Brunt made life difficult for the Nausicans who worked for Madron. That was a painful decision. Ask Dr. Bashir about that if you're interested.
And Madron?
Brunt made the mistake of dealing with someone more ambitious than he was. Madron came to me shortly after Brunt made him an offer, and I made Madron a counter-offer he couldn't refuse. I think I just came up with a new rule of acquisition. It's not smart to turn down a deal with the Grand Agus. I'm pretty sure Madron would agree with that.
So what now?
There's something I'm curious about. The Herc stole the Sword of Kalis from the Klingons a long time ago, but no one seems to know why. They didn't eat it, so there must be something about it they value, and we Ferengi are all about value. Perhaps the lab's sensors and equipment can tell us more. Maybe it's made of a rare, precious metal.
It's possible. Let's find out. Have to click on stuff. Perform multimolecular
scans. That carapace was around for quite a long time before Kalis made a weapon out of it. The blade material is over 4,000 years old, where the story of Kalis is roughly only 1,600 years old.
Right, and the Dominion found the Herc about 2,000 years ago. So it's older by 2,000 years than... Okay, that's interesting. Molecular scan.
Now, this is interesting. These readings indicate that the Sword of Kalis is made out of biological material with a germanium base. I'll need to run more tests to be certain, but I believe the weapon was fashioned out of a Herc carapace. This may explain their interest in it.
Fascinating. Who is it? Ask Dr. Bashir about.
What can I do for you?
How is Brunt doing?
Well, he's got a deep contusion of the auricular lobe and a possible dislocated malleus. Normally, in a Ferengi, either condition could be fatal, but it seems that whoever did this to our friend here knew exactly how to keep the damage just this side of lethal. Luckily for the patient, he'll live. Unluckily, there's only so much modern medicine can do to numb this type of pain. Quark and Rom don't seem too concerned, though.
Ouch.
And they'll both pay for their crimes. Ah!
Doctor?
If you say so, Brunt, but the Grand Nagus has other ideas, I'm afraid. And I hear that Ferengi Prison is unpleasant.
To say the least.
None of the Ferengi were willing to tell me what led to Brunt looking like he went 10 rounds with the Gorn heavyweight champion. Care to enlighten me?
That's classified, Doctor. Sorry. There's one more analysis. Oh, here. Gamma spectroscopy.
I'm reading traces of multiple radiation types within the blade. Discounting the type that likely came from the Iconians, there are still clear traces of thermobaric and tetrionic radiation. I believe we could cross-reference Alliance and Dominion star charts and easily determine where these traces of radiation originated from.
Any conclusions, Doctor?
We have a 4,000-year-old weapon made of a Herc carapace. My analysis of the radiation within the blade should allow us to narrow down its point of origin. I've had the computer working on that as we speak. Let's have a look. Cross-referencing all known Alliance and Dominion star charts, and voila! There's one system that contains all of the conditions we've isolated. Havas Kul, at the edge of Dominion space. It's possible we've just discovered the location of the Herc homeworld. We should forward this information to the appropriate parties at once. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Sounds impressive and valuable. Rule 21, Quark. Never place friendship above profit.
Unbelievable! I knew Brunt was a snake, but Lek? Guess I should have known better. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. And Lek's got plenty of both.
Yeah, he played us all for fools.
He's a fool if he thinks he can steal from me. I'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for him. No one steals from the Grand Nagus and lives to profit from it.
Yeah, the Klingons won't be happy if they find out.
Considering how angry my father is, the Klingons will be the least of Lek's problems. I haven't seen him this mad since he caught me... Well, we don't need to get into that. Despite everything that's happened, we'll hold up our end of the bargain. I'll be in touch when everything is prepared. And remember, this operation never happened.
I will return to my ship. A few days later.
Think they bought it?
Completely. As far as they're concerned, the sword has been stolen. You, might want to lay low for a while, though.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Well done, brother.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
So will I, Grilka, once the payment clears. Pleasure doing business with you.
Like a triple stab? Or like a quadruple backstab or something? Hell no. We did a whole bunch of unconventional stuff. I already have the throwing knife, so let's just plasma sniper rifle. Cool, what's the next mission? Now there's 2 more missions in this particular arc. And I think we might leave them for the next stream. We'll do something else right now. Take a look. Is actually, what is the time? It's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. So I think I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. 3.5 hour stream. I think that's pretty good enough. We did quite a bit today. So I'm gonna raid someone. Stick around, guys. Don't go. We're gonna raid someone nice, actually. Let's see. Neith is still online. All right, she is a streamer. She does usually a variety of games. Right now, she's playing Fallout 4. I've been watching her for like years and years, like at least 5-6 years. So I think we'll do something nice for her and give her a raid. Stick around and say hi to her. She's a decent streamer. Just making sure I spelled it correctly. And it looks like I did. Alrighty guys, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. And just stick around. Tomorrow we'll be back with more stuff like that, more calm content as usual. Have yourselves a good night and enjoy yourselves at Neith's as well. Say hi to her for me.